I gotta address something right off the top. I don't normally do this, but I gotta address something right off the top. My school was sullied at the beginning of the show. I graduated from Pacific Christian School. We did not do any butt stuff. We're not Catholic, okay? What we did was we dry humped to One Tree Hill. I don't want to be anything that well. I don't remember. I was too busy dry humping to remember the theme song. It's good to be here. I'm a dad. Yeah, you can get pregnant through genes. Twice. I know it's hard to believe that I've had sex. Yeah, those laughs hurt. I love being a dad. I got 2 kids. I got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. I love being a dad so much. But it is the hardest thing I've ever done. Like one time, my son, he put a plastic bag on his head. And I snatched it off his head so fast. But then he started crying. And he started crying so hard, I almost put the bag back on. Like, no, this is for your future. My son got teased for the first time this year, and that's brutal as a parent. That's one of the worst days ever. I didn't know what to do, so I just gave him a big hug. I was just there for him. And then eventually I asked him what he got teased for. And my son was like, I got teased because I'm short. That's gonna happen so much. And you can blame your mom. She should have fucked somebody taller. What's she doing? I'm glad she didn't, but she should have. My daughter, she's amazing, but she's a little snoopy, and she's addicted to mint gum, but we had to ban mint gum from the house, because she got mint gum stuck in her hair. But so now I sometimes I chew mint gum, but right before I come home and I spit out in the bush, and I think nobody's gonna be the wiser, except for my daughter. She's like a police officer trying to find drunk drivers. I walk in through that door, she starts sniffing the air. She's like, you had mint gum. I'm like, shut up, you little snitch. So now, before I go into my own house, right before I go in, I have to smoke a cigarette. So she doesn't smell shit, I hate smoking. But not as much as I love gum. As you guys can probably tell, I am circumcised. I don't know how else to get into that joke. I've been circumcised for a long time now. And so when me and my wife found out we were gonna have a son, we had to decide what we're gonna do. So we did a bunch of research. And the number one reason people give nowadays is that fathers want their sons' dicks to look like theirs. That's a little weird, right? I don't know, maybe there's some dudes in here that are closer with their dad. I've never once compared dicks with my dad. Never gone up to my dad, hey dad, come on, whip it out. Look, same. Hey grandpa, get in here, look, same. Let's make them touch a generational trauma. Then we take a selfie for Instagram, hashtag 3 generations. Never done that. I don't need my son's penis to look like mine to know he's my son. He can't eat glue and he looks like a human meerkat. He's my son. I I have a shitty body. I've had weird medical conditions my entire life, and it's been tough. I was born with a weak vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve runs from your brain down to your gut, and it controls your anxiety. Basically, I had anxiety with no brakes. Like when I was 2 years old, if I got scared, I would just pass out, like a human fainting goat. I talked this to I was talking to my parents about this, and like it was so scary, it was so hard. And then I thought about my kids, and I was like, do you know how much I would give for my kids to have that? Do you know how much I would give for my kids to have an on and off switch? Like my son comes running into the room, he goes, 6'7", 6'7". I'm like, thud. Try again, buddy. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Girl, that's the show. Thank you very much.